Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming. Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect. Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go. Here comes the pushback. Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment. And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Dallas Fort Worth. This is Air Force 1979 taxiing the runway 36 right via Charlie. We'll cross runway 36 left at top of runway via Whiskey Romeo 979. Hi, Dallas, Fort Worth. This is Air Force 1979, lining up, crossing runway 36 left via Whiskey Romeo, lining up runway 36 right for immediate departure.
DFW traffic, Air Source 455, taxi, runway 36, right for departure. 455, clear runway 36 left, passing through 1700.
Alright, hello folks. Hey Beluga, hey Joshy, hey, welcome. Glad to have you. We're got this quick flight from Dallas Fort Worth to Mexico City. C-17. We haven't flown this one yet in a while, so figured I'd pull this one out the packet and go ahead and get it up in the skies. If you notice, such an old but modern airplane. Yeah, military still uses it quite a bit. UK uses it as well too. UAE has this aircraft. US sold a lot of these aircraft to other countries, but yeah, it's still a solid aircraft to be used for a lot of transport, especially for like military transport things of that sort as well too. But it's a solid aircraft, I must say. Still used often. Again, old, but still used often. So she's a beast. Yeah, with this C-17, I'm kind of careful as far as climbing too fast. Our cruise altitude is probably going to be around 36,000, but it's going to be a slow step climb. This thing climbs so slow. I mean, when it climbs, it tends to lose speed quite a bit, so I'm going to have to change that vertical as well too, down to like at least 1,000, as you see I'm changing now. Change at least to 1,000 feet per minute there on the vertical, because we'll consistently lose speed, so that's what I'm just concerned about. It's a slow climb, but we're getting up there. So our cruise altitude possibly around 360. It's one of those things with this aircraft. It's not like our Concorde, right? Our Concorde can shoot up to 600 with little effort at all. But this big rock in the sky, it carries so much cargo and stuff and so much weight. You gotta play with it a little bit, slowly but surely, just climb it to where it needs to be. As you noticed, if you notice, I'm moving my my direction as far as my heading quite a bit here on track. It's because I this simple FMC that I have here, I have gone direct to LRD, which is direct to Laredo. But there's other waypoints in between here that I missed that I didn't put in there. When I copied and pasted the plan, you got to double check that on the simple FMC to make sure it's not missing any other waypoints. And I copy and paste missing waypoints, so I'm having to manually keep her on track here until we get to right about here, and then I'll turn the GPS back on for our nav to get us direct to Laredo once we get there. But I'm gonna keep tweaking it a little bit as far as our heading, just to keep us on track here actually. So I see I'm tracking it around quite a bit, but it happens when you miss those waypoints. But it's okay, we're on track, we're good. If you noticed, also our speed. Look at our speed. We had set for 285, 285 knots, and look at that. Just from going 1,000 feet per minute, look at that decline in speed there. So that's the reason why I'm slowly stepping it up and leveling off and getting our speed back up and continuing our climb. So a little step-by-step process there. Yeah, I know. A lot of turns, a lot of zigzagging, and all that. Yeah, it's they'll be probably wondering, what are we doing, turn around again? But yeah, I know, I get it. Definitely, Josh. Yeah, I can definitely know that for sure. Keep in mind that cargo too takes beating when you're turning a lot. The straps is holding that cargo in the back of these transport aircraft. Takes a lot of strain on that cargo too, man. So yeah, the windows on the bottom. The windows on the bottom are pretty cool. Check it out. So it's on both sides, both the passenger side and the I'm sorry, the pilot side and the co-pilot side as well too. The windows on the bottom. Yeah, that's so that they can measure that that ground and have a view of that ground when they open up that tail end to drop that cargo. Yeah, from the skies. So give them a better view from a good angle. Yeah. We're good on track there as far as our manual adjustments on our headings. So yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. We're getting there. As soon as we get to what is this right here? As soon as we get to San Antonio, I'll go ahead and turn on our nav again once we get to San Antonio. Okay, let's bring her up a little bit more. Let's see, how's our speed looking? Speed is slowly creeping along there. Let's get our speed up and then we'll continue our climb. Yeah, the speed is just creeping up real slow. Yeah, let's allow this to do its thing, and then we'll pitch it up and get a little higher. Look at these rates of these engines. They're like fully at full power. Yeah, it's just the model in itself. I actually don't have an answer for that one. I mean, you got 4 engines, right? You're pushing really hard. The acceleration is very slow. I don't know, but probably because of the dynamics of the aircraft, the weight, the wingspan, all that. A lot of things come in play with that. I have 4 engines, of course, but hey, Aviation Kid, hey, welcome, man. I'm glad to have you Thanks for jumping on board here, man. Pushing this C-17, man, that we haven't flown in a while. But hey, aviation kid, glad to have you. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Good. How things going with your aviation kid? Okay, so Cam, let's see, we got a little bright, it's a little bright in the background, but why not? I'll jump it on a little bit, say what's up to everybody. Hello, how you doing? It's all good. We'll turn it back on a little later. It's just a little bright here in the living room area, so I don't want to blind everybody as far as the background. And I like a lot of sunlight, so we're gonna go ahead and dim the camera down and bring it back on once that sun goes down a little bit. So. Hello everyone, glad to have you. And let's keep flying, let's keep it moving. Alright, so let's see, so what's our altitude now? Let's see where we are. We're at that 2, we're gonna hold at 250 until we pick up our speed. We got our speed set to climb to thanks aviation kid, thanks man. Let's get our speed up to at least Mach 0.75. Right now we're at Mach 6.8. This is something I tell you with this aircraft, you just gotta be patient with it. It's a big slug in the sky, man. It's a powerful aircraft, but still it's like it's not good on the climb. You got these 4 powerful engines, really utilized to carry this huge cargo that it carries. But we'll get there. We'll keep our climb going here shortly. We hit that Mach 7. We're slowly creeping up there as far as where we want to be. FMC is aviation kit. Yeah, the FMC is really weird on this one. So the best solution as far as having a good FMC that's usable for this aircraft is simple FMC. The standard FMC systems that they have here is you'll kind of find out it's a little more complex than it is by just using a simple FMC. You set it and it's automatically updates. But this the one that's built in the system here, it's a little more complex than it is using the simple FMC. But it all links up jointly. It makes it easier by using simple FMC for this aircraft. But yeah, it's a little different, it's a little weird, but it's fully functional. All your waypoints, all your altitudes, all your speed adjustments, the whole 9. Yep. So it's a good tool to use. turn this anti-ice off. We don't need the anti-ice on at all. It's not. We'll cut the pearl heaters off as well too. We don't need that on either. Weather's not bad. You know what? It's you gotta have patience with it. You know, if it's really difficult for those who takes takes the modern FMCs and run with it. That's a simple solution. But the challenge is when you have these here aircrafts that are really rare but are actually fun to fly. Be able to have patience with the different tools utilized to operate these aircrafts. It takes a little skill set and a little patience with it, and it does become pretty fun in a long scheme of things. It's not your average same old aircrafts that everyone's flying all the time. It's to change the tone a little bit here. So I do like the quality. I do like it. And it is fun. It's different. It's a signature. It stands out than just your average. Okay, we're at Mach 0.75. Let's go ahead and get our climb going up a little more. Let's go and set it to. Let's just get up to 3.0. Let's get up to 3.0. We'll go from there. Yeah. So speaking about this aircraft again, Aviation CAD. This is probably a hell of a struggle for those who just don't have patience for it. They'll probably just shoot this in the trash can and let it go, but that's all good because that leaves it open for the others to take advantage of it and have fun with it. But it's not for everyone. All right, so we're starting to climb up to 3000, 30,000 here. Now look at that speed, how that speed starts dropping a little bit more. You can see altitude. That's okay. We'll level off at 3.0 and get our speed back up. At least Mach 0.75. And then we'll creep our way up to Mach 0.8. I can tell you, as far as experience-wise, let's try to fly this aircraft at first. It was not easy at all. I mean, I couldn't get nothing right, nothing straight. I just could not get anything right at all. It just took a lot of practice, though. And I'm always up for the challenge. I'm always up for the challenge, which makes it fun. It doesn't become boring anymore. So. Right, so where are we at now? Let's tone ourselves accordingly here. Let's go ahead and turn our nav system back on. There we go. And aircraft start turning now to go direct to Laredo VOR. Yeah, it is inverted. You can see as well too yeah, you can change it from here from Mach to knots as well here. As far as the speed here, it does give you the Mach right there, Mach 0.67 right there as well too, along with your knots associated well too. So it gives you a diverse on both levels. Oh, I'm sorry. As far as how it's flowing, yeah. That's how the aircraft is. Yeah. That's standard for this aircraft as well too. It is. I'm sorry. Yep. It is actually inverted. You're right. That was confusing at first when I saw how it's moving, how the speed is actually moving in a inverted method. It's just the aircraft in itself. It's not software. It's doing exactly how it's made. So yeah, very interesting there. Yeah, good point. A good capture there. Good eyes on that too. Good visual on your part there, Josh. You can catch that. All right, now let's go ahead and keep her at 280. Let's go ahead and adjust our speed accordingly to get our Mach up here, our Mach speed up. Go ahead and push it. We'll go ahead and push the ante on this a little bit more to get it to Mach 0.8 at altitude 280. Let's go ahead and make that change now. There we go. Yeah, from the way it looks, Josh, yeah, we're I think we're really close to Mexico actually. I think we're like really like almost there. You look at the map here. Let's take a look at our map real quick and see. Oh yeah, we're really close. Yeah, we're really close. Yeah. Looks like our shed really got a big leg of that through Texas. And we're hitting our first VOR, which is almost right on the border of Mexico there. So yeah, we're almost there. Texas is a pretty big state actually. If I'm not mistaken, it may be the biggest. Okay, so let's see where's our speed at. Our speed is climbing. Good. Let's get her up to Mach 0.8. Then we'll play with it from there. Okay, so back on course here. Nav system is on. Following our plan that's in place. Altitude 280. Right now, just now hitting Mach 7, and we're gonna keep it climbing from there. Josh, you might be right on that one. I was not sure whether it was California or Texas. That's a good challenge question, actually, to be honest with you. It may be the second largest, and California might have it beat. But driving across Texas from east west, west from east, what have you, it seems like you're almost driving across the entire United States because of how much distance it is from one end to the next. But yeah, I think it may be the second largest. So what is actually the smallest? Let me see if I can beat y'all today. Google search on that to ask that question. What's the smallest state here? Let's see, what's the smallest U.S. state? What is that? That is Rhode Island. Rhode Island is the smallest. And of course, right now while we're looking at that, let me look at the largest. It is the largest U.S. state is Alaska. That's impossible. No, it's not. Alaska is the largest U.S. state. Okay, so if you don't believe me, let me just show you now. Actually, what do we have here? So Alaska is the largest state by total area, land area, and water area. It's the 7th largest country subdivision in the world. The area of Alaska is 18% of the area of the United States. I did not know that, actually. This is strange to me because I definitely would have lost this trivial question here. Texas has only 40% of the total area of the largest state. Texas has only 40% of the total area of the largest state, Alaska. I'll be honest, folks. I'm lost on this one because I did not know that. Wow, that's it. Very interesting now. Hello, bot. Hello, bot 910. Thanks for joining. Wow. So that's a cool, fun fact there. Now, if anyone asks me, I'll surprise them with that answer, and they'll probably tell me that I'm wrong by me telling them Alaska is the largest U.S. state. I wouldn't have believed that at all. But we're gonna hold 280 right now. Yes, yep, I definitely am, Josh. But those are those little questions that I didn't even know of. You probably did really good in social geometry classes as well too, Joshy. I'm sure you did. And geographical stuff as well too. But again, that's a good Jeopardy question though. I didn't know that that Vermont was the smallest. Either I thought it was going to be more like Maine or something, or maybe even the smallest state. I would think would be Hawaii. Hawaii is just a few islands. What, 8, 9 islands? I would think that's the smallest state, but it's not. All right, let's see where we are here on the map, folks. Let's see. We're getting through this this airways Juliet 21. Let's look pretty quick here. Let me see. Juliet 21. Yeah, it's all part of it's direct till we get to Laredo. So we'll be so our simple FMC says we're going to be at Laredo in the next 4 nautical miles. One thing that's good about how I like how this simple FMC demonstrates as well too is that if we're going oceanic, we're able to really capture down on the position reports too, because look at the spread on. It is almost like calculating your time way in advance for every single one of these waypoints. It is breaking that time out already, so that really helps you given your position report to oceanic when you're crossing the oceanic region. Makes it easy for you. Yeah. Guess that's why they call it simple FMC, right? So our Mach is getting up to Mach 7.6, almost at Mach 0.8. Once we get up to Mach 2, once we get up to Mach 8, we're gonna go ahead and push it up to altitude 30. So our external tanks are coming down a bit there. I've never transferred fuel before, but see how that works. How do we transfer fuel? X-feed, I guess you would use. Doesn't seem that's an option there for that, but fuel dump. Dump fuel into I don't know, we actually literally jettisoned some fuel, so by hitting a fuel dump. And that jettison works really fast too. It just killed the fuel in that in these tanks there, like really quick. So that jettison works fast. The fuel dump, it's like really fast. So it killed those tanks like real quick. So we cross Laredo, now waypoint Vegas. Wow, that's a sweet look there on that turn, the C-17. Yeah, I think we are now. Jassy. Let me see. Yup, it's Mexico. We are in Mexico officially. There's that line we just crossed. Yep, right when we hit Laredo. That's the there we go. Yep, this is the border line there. Yep, officially in Mexico now. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice clear sky out here too. No clouds today. Look at that. No type of overcast or clouds in the region at all. It's really nice actually. Some mountains coming up I see in the distance. I did upgrade the scenery for Mexico Mexico City. As far as the airport as well too, downloaded that airport instead of having the standard XPlane airport there. Download that scenery, updated the ortho packs for the region, so it's probably going to push a lot of data when we get close by to start seeing the change in the scenery there once we get closer to Mexico City. Alright folks, let's get her up to, let's go ahead and cruise at 30. Why not? There we go, let's get 30 on the map. Just climb, just get up there. We'll hold that. We're going a good speed here. We're going to Mach 7.9, Mach 8. Hamburg. What's the time out there in Hamburg? You said it's raining. Like the weather probably sucks out there right now. It's overcast out here in the east coast of the U.S. as well too. But Hamburg. What's the time difference? Is that 5-6 hour difference than east coast U.S.? I think it is right about that. Coming up on these mountains here. I always like the mountain terrain here. Look, coming up on this from Mexico. And let's see where we are on the map, folks. Let's take a look again. So moving right along, a little more quicker here now since we got more altitude, more speed here behind us. Looking at our FMC as well, it does okay, 1700. So it's okay. That's a 5 hour or 6. It's a 6 hour difference then from us. Oh no, 1700. Yeah, actually 5 hours. Because right now it's almost like 1200 here on the East Coast. Yep. Yep, that's okay. 1700, 1700, I knew exactly what you meant. That was military time there at 17 p.m. 1700 p.m. 1700 hour p.m. Same thing as 5 p.m. Got it. Yep. Well, they don't say 1700 p.m. They say 1700 hours. Yep. Yeah, 1700 is appropriate. I get it. Some people might not, but I get it. I got it. As far as military, I get it. I know what it is. So, because we use that in military quite a bit, 1700 hour. MTY VOR, what is that? That's Monterey. It's Monterey VOR coming up on us right there. Okay. Cool. This aircraft, again, is not the easiest in regards to landing. We're gonna keep our speeds up. We'll start our plan, our arrival planning here, here soon. I want to keep our speed up on our land. This aircraft is tricky. It's another area where you need to really tone in on skill set and patience when it comes to landing this aircraft. Yeah, a little more mountain terrain here, a few more clouds starting to pop up. So we're at 3-0 now, and we'll stay here at 3-0 for a while here, probably. Originally planned for 3-8-0, 3-6-0, but this is good for now. right, so looking at simple FMC, our top of descent is looks like we'll be coming up here around the Kurga, right after the Kurga waypoint. So that's showing there. Let me look at our let's look at our data sheet here. Kurga is right here. It's showing Kurga, showing Darren flight level between 210 and 230. Okay, I got it. Yep, it's correct. So here we are right there. This is top descent. Yep, so we're good with that. Go and capture that Darren. Start at top descent when we get to Darren. Start preparing our arrival there. Okay. And that'll be, Darren will be, where's Darren at? Ah, there's Darren right there. Right at the top of our star. Just take a look at that star real quick here. Oh, it's Darren arrival. Darren 1 arrival. Okay, so there we go. Darren 1 arrival, folks. And yeah, it's capturing like it should. Between altitude of 210, 230. That's where we'll be at. Our descent there. Crossing Mexico 710 at 17,000 feet. We're gonna hold that 17,000 feet through Mexico 712, Mexico 713, 715. We're gonna be holding at 17,000. Almas, we're gonna drop our speed down 210 knots, crossing Almas at 14,000. Mexico 717, 12,500. Sudas, we're going to drop our speed down 190 knots, cross the Sudas at 11,000 feet. And from Sudas, let's got our arrival there. Let's find that. Arrival 05 right? Yeah, 05 right, 45. ILS approach. Alright, so we're going to do the San Mateo arrival. Is that what we have here on our plan, San Mateo? Let's check and see. San Mateo, we do have San Mateo, Sudas, San Mateo. Let's make sure we don't have a conflict here on that. Hey, Donald Montgomery. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining. All right, Josh. Yeah. Come on back. Go ahead and take care of those chores. Knock them out. We're still here. Still got not a long ways, but we're making progress here. Hey, Donald. Hey, thanks for joining here. En route to Mexico City. We'll be there shortly, actually. Flying C-17 military transport aircraft. Pretty fun aircraft, actually. Alright, so let's see how much further we have here. Let's check our maps here, folks. Let's get back on our approach here that we're looking at. Coming to Mexico. So San Mateo, we have San Mateo. I'll make sure we don't have a conflict with suits us into San Mateo. Let's get back to our plan here and look at it. on our map here as far as our arrival. Doesn't look like it's so far out. It suits us, but I can't see where San Mateo arrival is from here. I'm assuming we're going to turn right from here in that direction to San Mateo's. Which suits us. I'm assuming so. Let's look at a couple more things here on the map. Okay, see, there's suits us right there. Suits us right there. I might go ahead and change our arrival from the San Mateo arrival and change it to the Sutas arrival. So let's make that change, folks, for our arrival here. Hey Josh, yeah. Oh, that was a quick move there as far as the chores. Wow, it took you no time there to slap things in and get it done and be complete on that. That was fast. We're gonna change our arrival, folks, to the Sutas arrival here. So let's just make that tweak now, actually. So we see what we have. Dari 005 right. That's fine. The approach right here is where we need to amend our approach there. So our approach, we want ILS 05 right Zulu suits us is what we want. Okay, so let's select that. The ILS 05 right is going to remain the same. We're going to keep that as such. We're going to save that QPAC, and let's look at that route to make sure it gave us what we wanted. So looking at it now, we coming out of Mexico 712, I'm 717 there. Coming from Mexico 717 to Sutas. Yep, that looks better. To Mexico 919. Yeah, folks, we just corrected our plan to arrive via the ILS Zulu localizer for 05 right into Mexico City. Crossing Sutas at where's our altitude? We're crossing Sutas at 11,000 feet. Yep, as we have here, mandatory 11,190 knots. We'll capture down on that. And 145 degrees to Mexico 901 before we make our left-hand turn at 55 degrees for our initial approach, for our final approach actually, for 05 right. So looking at our plan in place, we're matching up with that exactly. We have Mexico 901 crossing at 9,700 feet. We'll be crossing, and then from there we crossing the CI-051. I don't see CI-051. It's probably around here somewhere. Probably right around here somewhere. Because then we'll be crossing Mexico 900 when we start our glide slope at 8,900 feet. And then check out the difference in altitude, folks. The coming into Mexico on 05 right. The altitude that we'll be crossing once we arrive will be, as you see, runway 05 right on our simple FMC. We'll be at altitude 7,346. So altitude's pretty high here in this region here. We'll get back to our map here real quick here. We can also tell that by the terrain here in the area. Once we cross Mexico 901, we see that this mountain line in itself, altitude restriction as far as the altitude there, cautionary altitude based on the region, is 8,000 feet in itself. So yep, that adds up about right. As soon as we get to 18,000 feet, folks, we're gonna put in our altimeter so to start capturing down on the right altitudes there. This approach, we're not missing that as far as the calculation. difference there. It's a lot, big change in the altitude as far as where we're going to be in regards to landing. So than the norm. So. All right, so that's a little capture down on our approach there, folks. We say, okay, you split that, Josh, huh? You split that. That's the right way to do it, man. That's how I used to do. Hey, you split those chores, man. Split them up, you know, so you don't tired of doing it all yourself. So you knocked it out. Cool. Good deal. All right, let's look at the map again, folks. We're making good progress. Look at where we're at. We're what's our next one? Umelio. It's we're gonna be. Is that there? This is Umelio actually. Well, actually, it looks like the waypoint is Umelio, but we're going direct to. Here again, it skipped these waypoints. Like our flight plan skipped these waypoints. It's okay, we're on course, but it has us going direct to Darwin, which is fine. No big deal. No big deal. We're going to be on course still, but again, when you're using this simple FMC, make sure that you're double checking, make sure you're not missing any waypoints as such. If I would have noticed these waypoints being missed here, I would have completely scrubbed the copy and paste, and I would have manually put it in myself. But no big deal. I just don't want to be missing out on anything. We're good. No issue there. Let's get back to our flight here. So progress is being made. All right. We are deep into Mexico, almost in Mexico City. I'm excited, folks. It's going to be a good landing for sure. Skies are still pretty clear. Yeah, they're actually clear. Let's check our current. We're holding at Mach 8. Little strain on the engines. We're gonna hold Mach 8 at oh wow, it's starting to descend already. Look, see, this is pretty good. This is what we want. We want this to capture down on us here. It's totally following our simple FMC in place here. So this is what we wanted to do here. We wanted to follow exactly what the plan is. It's coming down to altitude 230, as you see. I didn't have to even set this. This automatically updated due to FMC, so it automatically allowed the aircraft recognized that, and it's starting that gradual descent automatically, as you see, slow, nice gradual descent. But this is things that we need, that we want to look for. That's a plus here. Need the A310, huh? Oh man. That's a good one. The Airbus aviation kid. You're a big fan of the Airbus for sure, man. I know you are. You're a big fan of the Airbus. I have no issues with the Airbus. I think it's a great airliner. Okay. Bet I'll take a look at that and see XPlane's offer on that online, and yeah, let's make it happen. What do you say, aviation kid? You say you want to see how you master aircraft because you master all that. Whatever. Oh man, I tell you, man, it's still rough around the edges, man. I tell you, man, it's a challenge, man. All these aircrafts, man. When I get it, I focus on it. I study it. I deep dive into it, and I try to make it happen, right? Josh said, is that the Airbus 310 that costs like $100? AVHK said, I love that. I love Boeing even more. I can't really divide between the two, man. Boeing and Airbus, man, they both have good products, man. I think technology-wise, honestly, Airbus got Boeing a little beat on the technology, to be honest with you. It's AVH kid, but I love the old Airbus 310. So it's an old aircraft, the 310? AVHK said no. The website is INI builds. Oh, INI. Got it. Not XPlane. Okay, cool. I'll go check that out. This descent is precise, folks. This descent is precise based on simple FMC. That's a plus thing about this. Look, I didn't even have to do anything. It's automatically getting down to where it should be when we cross Darren. The vertical speed automatically adjusted as well too. Sweet, look at that. Yeah. Whoa, aviation kid, what is this? You said you wasted over $1,000 on P3D and PMBG products. Why you say wasted? Why you say wasted? Why you claim that as wasted, aviation? Oh, okay, all right. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But hey, listen, you got your money's worth though, man. That you spent that cost. That's all good, man. It's all good. It's all fun, man. This is enjoyable stuff, man. Like I said, for me, mentioned previously, this is a hobby, man. So I spend my money on this stuff, man. I'm gonna have fun with it and enjoy it and learn it. Have these challenges, like this aircraft in itself. Yeah, man, this aircraft is a challenge, man. This thing is not easy, but I love the challenges, man. I love the challenges, because once you do get beyond that challenge, man, it's just like, woo, there's nothing stopping you then, right? All right, yeah, cool. All right, bet. I'll make that happen, aviation kid, for sure. So yeah, let's matter of fact, I think we got a little time here, aviation kid. Let's take a look at that now. Let me see where we are in our position first, and let's pull that up. Let me check a couple more things here. Aircraft is giving us what we want right now. As far as our descent, we want to be crossing Darren at 23,000 feet. It's already making that a calculation and adjustment right now as we see. 23,000 feet. It's very slow descent, which is cool. We'll allow it to keep doing this thing. And let's go check that site, aviation kid. Let's go see. All right, so what you're saying here? Check out the planes. But I know I'm telling you, you need the Air 3. It's going to be more fun because the Airbus 310 is more fun. It has a cabin, high quality cabin, nice, and high quality cockpit as well too. Check out this INI page here real quick, folks. Stand by. Let's see. Let me just Google INI aircraft. See what it gives me. Alright, aviation kid, here we go. Alright, so let's take a look and see what we have here on the chart here. So yeah, you're the big fan of this here, so let's take a look. Alright, let's look at so XPlane liveries. Hey, I want to look at XPlane liveries here. Let's see. Here's our XPlane liveries. Airbus 310 is what we're going to be looking for, but let's look at a little more than just this. Let's look at everything here. FlyJSim. IXPD, SSG. Is it tolless? Cool. Alright, aviation kid. I'll make that happen. Let me, so is it tolless here? Airbus, yeah, I think it is tolless. Airbus 310. Probably need to go do a quick search on it, pull it. Airbus 310. Let's do we got a search area here. Airbus 310. Let's do Airbus 310 and see what comes up with there. Nah, it's just it's not what we're looking for here. We don't want to see Airbus 3. Oh, here we go. Is this taking us out of the site here? Let's make sure it's not taking us out. Oh no, it's taking us. We're still in the site here. So this is just a livery here. Yeah, let's look at the stores, like you said here. Let's go back to the home page. Ah, there it is. Okay. Let's see what we're working with here. Airbus 310, 300 on the line. Wow, look at this price tag. All Airbus 300 owners receive a 35% discount. Our best simulation yet. Okay. Looks like it's a pretty cool aircraft. Airbus 310, 300.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you on board this I-9 Simulations 8810 flight.
Just checking it out real quick, folks, while we have some time here. This Airbus 310, 300. That aviation kid here is advising. Quality looks really good. I'm also later. I'm gonna YouTube some flights here just to see, because the advertisement quality and the flight quality can be different. I want to make sure that that the actual quality stands firm when it comes to not the advertisement itself. So I'll check out the YouTube on this, but it looks good. Fast forward a little bit here. Wow, look at that. But they also have mail carriers as well too, I see. Nice. Looks good. Quality looks great, actually. Oh, I like that. I like the computing setups there. I like that. Nice. Cool. Aviation kit, thanks for that. That's it's pretty decent there. I'm impressed with it, actually. Yeah, it's definitely a nice flight there. I haven't bought anything from I yet. I'll do some research, look into it, but that's a request. I definitely want to check it out myself here. elsewhere. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at some. I'm gonna be looking at a lot of YouTube videos on this. I'm gonna do a lot of research on that. So Aviation Katie said it has CBDL. You can request and talk to the controller through the FMC. Oh, really? So you can talk to the controller through the FMC. So for like XPilot or whatever platform you're using, you can simply use the FMC as the platform in itself to communicate. I guess that's what you're saying, right? First, the XPilot platform in itself to communicate to the controller. Very interesting there. One Josh. Buddhist Republic, Desolin livery. I think the German government is still flying it. And also, Aviation Katie said you can request oceanic and deoceanic reports over the Atlantic through the FMC. Nice. That's pretty advanced, actually. That's pretty advanced compared to these other aircraft that's out there. I haven't seen any other aircraft that have those features built in yet. Passenger cargo privates. I definitely see what you mean by quality there, Aviation Kid. Definitely sounds like a really good product there. There's management version. Okay. It's like a military version. Oh, really? Of the Airbus 310 military version? Is that U.S. military version? You can refuel fighter jets with MRT version. Oh, okay. So it can be a fuel aircraft to refuel other fighter jets, and wow, that's cool. Like to see if I can actually demo some of those missions. I don't know how far it goes into it, whether it can actually have AI aircraft that can actually perform, but that'll be something cool to look into to see if it actually supports that or not. Custom engineering panel to calculate fuel, kind of like the Concorde. I saw had that engineer, the engineer portion of that, which is, I actually like it because it really manages all the fuel, pushing the fuel to different areas and all that. The aircraft and stuff like that. So they have this custom manager, custom engineering panel to calculate fuel, which is pretty cool. I like that. And fuel the fighter jets. See, I'm always up for kind of stuff like this. So that's a good thing, aviation kid, just be sharing that for sure. That good stuff, man. See more G, those are the INT management versions while we are cruising. You want to see more? Let's see where we are. Let's see where we are first. Let's take a look and see. Let's check and see the location here. Yeah, we're doing good. We're almost at Duran. We're gonna be crossing. See how much more further we have. We have another 12 minutes before we cross Duran. So yeah, let's we'll look at a couple more pieces of that. Let's do that. Hold on. So let's take a look at one sec here. So let's go back to the story here. So I&I manager, install updates and manages. So let me look at some other things here. So TOLUS, 4 simmers. I haven't been on this website before. Vertical sim. Also sceneries. Are these sceneries compatible with XPlane? I have to look into that as well too. Oh, you said on YouTube, huh? And you want to check out that Air 310 I&I on YouTube. Let's see what they offer us here. Let's check that out. Why not? All right. Let's see. I&I Airbus 310. Welcome to I&I 310. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. That's a good video. Oh, here's the. I see. 1 second here. I'll switch my screen over. Give me 1 minute here.
Canva's just so easy.
All right,
to
so
use. People always
let's
tell
ignore
us
the
that
advertisement here. Let's go ahead and push over to the next screen here.
We
Let's
take
skip
the
that out.
compliment,
Welcome to
here.
the A310 MRTT. We're currently in the Canadian Air Force's livery, which they commonly refer to it as the CC-150 Polaris. We're located in Prague International Airport once again.
Right,
The CC-150 Polaris has actually visited Prague Airport on a few occasions, and
Well, let's actually move this over here, folks. Stand by a second here. All right, let's check it out from here.
we're going to take off, do a refueling mission, and see how that all works. So the areas that we're going to cover in today's videos are these. The history of the A310 MRTT, when did it start, who ordered it, smaller hard.
Let's fast forward
One of the
just
most
a little bit
prominent things you'll notice are the Mark 32B refueling pods that are on the right and the left hand
cool.
wing and break away from the basket.
Yeah,
It's
see,
a little
that's-
bit
I like
more
that, it's cool.
tricky in some ways to use, but it's also a lot more cost effective because it's pretty simple to install, contract lease, and there's only one of them in the world. So
shoot,
we have
bro.
modelled the much more popular Mark 32 Bravo pod, required to sort of drag that to say you can approach, you're being
Nice.
refueled, please disconnect. It's the way that the aircraft can communicate to them without using a radio. Because you've got to think in military terms, military in nature, make complete sense, but as you can see, this panel is not fully operational. But I think that interior where we have and the real cool standout feature is this
Interesting.
station. Now what is this station? Let's take a closer look. Okay, so what works and what doesn't work on this panel? Quite a lot of it does, and we can refuel an aircraft in flight. We're going to do that. We're looking really big.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So we've actually
I like this
cargo area
military
and
one a lot
seating
here.
area here. That we have a combi configuration and tanker configuration MMMX center of gravity. Change this to 35 tons.
I like that
Press
as well.
Enter, click load fuel, and you can see now that we've got 6.62 tons in amount of fuel emission with our 55 tons of fuel. and keep us close to have. So now what do we
That's
do?
the management.
Now we need to
That's
turn on the
engineer
wing
management fuel system as well
pods.
for
Now
Airbus
these are those
310, which
pods
is
that
cool.
we talked about on the end of the wing that trail,
Nice.
that'll bucket out and attach the aircraft up.
Nice.
So we're going to turn them out. So
yeah, Airbus 310.
So let's take a look to see what we can see on the
looks to be
outside.
pretty
So
cool
here we
here.
go. Both of the pods have extended their bucket all the way out, and they're ready to be aircraft for refueling. I think this is very cool.
They actually do
They've got
have
the little refuelers
aircraft,
out,
huh?
and they've now connected themselves up. So now they're waiting for the fuel to come through. Back at the pod, you can see we've got a solid green. A little bit further, quite this way,
cool.
and all this is not indicated because it doesn't really indicate it on
Nice.
the pod on the outside. Needs to feed in. We can do this map. Rewind.
Yeah, Aviation Kid, thanks for sharing that. That's definitely interesting, cool stuff there. Oh wow, folks, we're getting to our destination here. We're starting to really come down. Let's see where we are right now. We are at still descending down to altitude 23,000 feet here. Crossing 24. Let's see if we have any. I think we have any. Let's see if we have any speed restrictions. I don't think we have any at this point. I think it's still a little early. No speed restrictions yet. Not until we get to around the 17,000 mark. We're good right there. We'll keep our descent as such. Hey, again, Aviation Kid. Hey, thanks for sharing. Yeah, hey, look, you said you get a full pack when buying a A310. I would hope so, but the price is not cheap. Price is pretty pricey, so but that's good. You get the whole package. That's good. That's good. Glad you mentioned that. That's pretty important there. What amount of money being spent on that one? But they did put a lot of work behind it as well. Folks, we're going to start tightening things up here in preparation for this arrival. We're going to keep our speed up. We're cruising along pretty good right now. Yeah, we'll keep our speed as such. We won't mess with it. We'll keep it at Mach 0.8. Yeah, Aviation Kid. I definitely. I think it may be definitely worth it because the technology and the work put behind it that they're demonstrating. I'm going to look at some more stuff on YouTube later for the research on that Airbus 310 for I&I product. Definitely looks like good stuff. I've never even purchased none from I&I before, so that'll be interesting there. Nice, thanks for that, Aviation. All right, get all the avians as well too, huh? All right, Darren, we're coming up on Darren. Coming up, we've already cross-checked our FMC. Everything is adding up as such. There's one more thing we need to do now, actually, as well too. We already got our 005 right as far as our arrival. Let's just make sure our winds are still accurate for that arrival. Let's just do some preparation here, folks. All right, so 05 right. Let's check the ATIS out of Mexico. And winds are out of 100 at 4 knots, which is good. Okay, so we're good on our approach. Altimeter is going to be 3037. I'm just going to write that down so I don't have to check this again. 3037 is going to be altimeter. We're going to change over to. And so that's good. We also need to get our nav 1 established for ILS approach too. Let's go ahead and get that Set now. Alright, so for our 005 right, what is our ILS going to be? What is going to be an ILS frequency for our approach? We're going to be coming in via Zulu right here. It's going to be 109.1 for the established localizer. CRS is 0.5 degrees. Folks, let's go ahead and set that up now and get that established. Alright, so that will be over here. Okay, no, not this. It'll be over here. Here we go. Okay. 109.1. So we can establish that localizer. Alright, 109.1 at the CRS of 055. Let's transfer that over, and that'll be our nav 1 for our approach there. Okay, folks. So we're all set for that. Okay, and looks like we've just joined our star for our arrival. So we move down to altitude. What 1800 on Oh, you said the sim sound is very high. Nice. Zoom description get butter this. Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's get this one in. Let's get it in right. Let's get it in nice. Yeah. This is gonna be tough, but I think we'll be okay. We're about to get through these clouds here. And we'll turn that sound down as well too on it here. Let's make adjustment there. All right, so all right. Hopefully that's a good adjustment on the sound there. Okay, so we're making. She's turning and she's dipping, really good here. Let me get back to the screen here. She's turning and she's dipping, really good, coming through those clouds. Boom, there we go. And we set for 1700 is what I have set for, 17,000, I'm sorry. That's what I set for is our altitude. Let's set our speed to, set our speed down to, 230 knots. There we go. She's coming in hot, folks. Yeah, we're coming in hot. And let's go ahead and set our ATIS as well too. Altimeter to 3035. Woo! She's coming in hot. Yeah. I want to get the speed down here. Now let's make this turn. After we make this turn, then we'll go ahead and adjust our altimeter. As a matter of fact, There's no waiting that. Let's go ahead and do that now. All right, we'll butter up that turn there. All right, so let's adjust our altimeter to 3035. 3035. Set. Okay, so our altimeter set there. And we're good with that. Okay. Okay, and again our speeds down, 250 knots. Crossing Mexico 713 and maintaining altitude 17,000. Okay. Okay, turn for Mexico 715. Still maintaining 17,000. Speed dropping down to 250 knots. Let's go ahead and put our landing lights on as well too. Just want to get that going. Let's go ahead and turn on our APU. We're good. We're good. Okay. All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to make that. Make that initial approach there. Soon we'll be making that initial approach. Still got the co-pilot window, see how we're looking out there, out of that angle. Okay, good on the turn. Okay, we're turning for Almas. Descending down to 14,000 feet for Almas. Have we started our descent yet? Yes, we have started our descent down to Almas. Again, like I said, folks, this coordinates really well with the simple FMC. It's really doing the work for us, which is good. As far as establishing that. Well, not really doing the work for us. We set it, we put it in place, and it's actually following as far as what we wanted to do. Altitude adjustment, speed adjustment. We do need to drop our speed down to 210 knots as far as what's being recommended. Let's bring our speed down to 210 knots. Okay, hold that there. Okay, we're on our way down to 14,000 feet. I'm sure we'll be holding that 14,000 feet until we turn for Mexico 717, which will be then descending down to 12,500, holding right now 210 knots on this descent here. Folks, we're coming in. We're coming in. We haven't turned for our final yet. We're still descending via our star, but we're coming in nicely, folks. Such high altitude. Look at these mountains. I mean, we're really up there. We're gonna bank to the left a little bit. We're not gonna go straight. We see the high altitude of the high level mountains there. We're gonna turn, bank to the left here very shortly here. In the next minute, we're gonna bank left. Those engines are throttling up to maintain 210 knots. double check that and make sure that's what's happening here. And that's exactly what's happening. Good. Let's see, our nose is pretty high, so let's bring our flaps down a little bit. Also with this aircraft, you know, you gotta baby the flaps, folks, on this one, because if you hit that flap, she can either go nose up real quick on you, and you can end up losing control very quickly. So we gotta be careful with the flaps on this one. It's very sensitive. So we leveled her off a little bit as far as bringing down 5% on the flaps, and there she is making that left turn as I promised you. There we go. All right, so at this turn here, she's going to be dropping down altitude 12,500 on the altitude here is where we're going to be descending down to. And we're going to be maintaining still 210 knots. Whew, she's pretty. It's nice. Nice look there. Good look there. She's coming in. And we're going to be turning right here very shortly in the next 30 seconds. Yeah, we can bank it to the right at 187 degrees down to altitude 11,000. There we go. And she's going to give us 11,000. Let's make sure that she's giving us 11,000. Let's see. Yep, she's giving us 11,000. All right. That's what we want. And we want to bring our speed down to 190 knots too. This is being recommended. So 190 knots as far as your speed. It's almost approach speed at that point there. There we go, 190 knots. All right, let's make our announcement here. Mexico City traffic, this is Air Force 1979, currently on initial approach for runway 05 right. Looks a little scary, don't it? We're good, folks. I got faith in it. We're doing good. It looks like we're kind of crossing the line and scaring these folks on ground, but so be it. We got a mission. We're coming in. All right. We are now heading direct to Mexico 901, and Mexico 901 will be crossing Mexico 901 at in the next minute or so, 2 minutes here. We're going to be coming in 05 right here at Mexico City here. And we're making a turn here. So we're going to be establishing our localizer here shortly as well too. Ah, here we go. We've got a runway ahead of us, folks. Let's go ahead and establish our localizer here. Let's approach here. We're going to change our, let's see, we're going to change things over to GPS to nav 1 to nav V1. Here we go. And we're going to put on our approach phase as well too. Bringing down our gear. Bring our gear down. Let's bring our gear down. Let's get our speed down a little bit too as well. There we go. Okay, let's get into Mexico, folks. Let's make this landing happen here. Let's lift up on our nose here. We're getting a little low here on altitude here. Let's come up. Okay, let's prepare for our arrival, folks. So turn some things off here, and let's manually bring her in. Not quite right about in here. Let's go ahead and shut things down here. Okay, cool. Bring her down. And I think that should do it. Really come down on some brakes here. All right. Whew. Wow, that was it was tough. Yeah, I know. Oof. That's exactly what I said. Yeah, I tell you, it was. Oh man. Let's oops, let's not pause it here. Let's keep her going here. Let's boom. Okay. All right, come on now. Let's not pause her. And off. There we go. All right, and let's take her out the runway here to the right, folks. We're gonna depart via Bravo. Bring our flaps up. Yeah, this is Aviation Kid. He said, oh my God. You can say that again. Oh my goodness. Right? Hey, we're gonna park this beast and we're gonna rewind the tape and watch that landing here a little closer. We're gonna zoom in on a landing as far as rewind there on that approach. But yeah, yeah, that was a little. It was tough. Got it. All right, so let's keep our taxi lights on. Got APU going still, which is good. Keep our engines up. Let's go ready. Let's taxi over here to the hangar. All right, so I don't know if that was a butter effort landing, but we gave it a good shot. Was there a pull-up warning at the show? Yeah, it was a pull-up warning. I took it into manual because I want to get more control on that. I really didn't trust the aircraft doing things on itself at that last moment there. Aviation kid said he's vomiting. That's funny, man. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Wow. All right, let's taxi her in. Let's park her and let's look at the tape on this approach and this touchdown, folks. It's a fun flight actually to Mexico City. First time for me flying into this airport as well. Let's see, let's take off our anti-collision lights. We can shut those down. Okay. Aviation kid said, "You vomiting, huh?" It made you a little nauseated, huh? Oh, thanks, man. Hey, I was sweating a little bit though. I mean, this had me a little nervous on this one. I got eyes on this one, so it was like kind of step up the ante, got to make it right. So, when we were coming in, you notice we were coming close to those buildings, huh? That's the reason why I said when we hit those flaps on this one, man, it can nosedive or nose up on you very easy. Associated with the flaps, but we need to use our flaps, though, of course. To bring us in. But that was she's a nice aircraft actually. I enjoyed flying it. He's a beast. We'll take her this way. We'll take her this route here, and then we'll park and look at this tape on this approach. Let's get her in. Again, I've never. Oh, you know what? Let me just bring her over here to the left, park her here. Forgive me, folks. My first time here at this airport, so I'm not really familiar with it. So let's go ahead and turn left here. We'll park over here at this hangar here. Probably gonna hit dust a little bit, but on its turn, it's all good though. Trust me, I won't forget that A310. We got to capture that one, study it, and perfect it, and then do a demo on it. I don't want to get out here and crash it up in front of everybody. So let me get hold of that aircraft and let me master that thing. All right, let's bring her here. Let's park her here. Let's let's rewind the tape and look at this approach and landing here. We'll bring her in right here. Bring those engines down. Park her here. All right. Let's put on our brakes and let's rewind the tape. Okay, brakes are on. Okay, let's rewind some things here, folks, and let's take a look at this here approach here real quick. All right. Let's toggle and let's get back right about a little further than that. This was kind of like the scary part here. I ain't gonna lie to you. When we started cutting these buildings here, I noticed it was still descending. And I was like, uh-oh, we're in trouble. But I kept looking at our meters, and it looked like it was starting to make its attempt to pull back up at that last minute when it started really getting close to these buildings. Let's fast forward it a little bit. And also keep in mind, it kept banking to the right here, and I noticed the nav system had shut off on me, and when I turned it back on, then it realigned itself. I don't know why it shut down on me, but it did. And I thought it was purposely turning this route, and which it shouldn't have been. So we started banking to the right here, and I noticed, okay, this is not right. And that's when I noticed nav was off, turned the nav back on, and she started banking back to the left here. And now watch how this thing dips down, and we start getting really close to these buildings here, and that's when I started getting a little nervous. So look at our altitude. See, our altitude was dropping there, and we should have been holding at 970, so we're like 400 low. But I see that the tack is showing as pushing up for it to realign itself. So I let it do its thing, and that's what it started doing. But look how damn close we got, and it started pulling itself back up. Look at that. Cool. That was a oh man. That was just kind of scary turn there that we made. You can see the people on top of those buildings, actually. I'm just kidding, but we got relatively pretty close on that one. And here's where we started toning in for our approach. Was it here? Let me see. Did we start establishing our localizer? Not yet. Well, I think we woke up the city on this approach, huh? Okay, and I think this is where we're gonna make. Where's our runway at? There's our flaps being deployed. I think our runway's ahead of us. Speed's coming down. Not a bad approach, but that city behind the town, the buildings behind us there is what made me a little nervous there. All right, so here we go. Banking to the left, and this is where we're gonna establish the localizer here. It's a good turn. It's a good turn there. Good turn. Okay, I got see a stadium down there. Got some details here in the city. Again, this is the ortho pack that I went ahead and downloaded in this region before I started this flight here. So it captured pretty good on the scenery here as well too. You see, it captured the stadiums. A couple things is off here, but that's okay. Still, most part looks good here. And where's our runway? Our runway should be upon us here, folks. See our runway yet? Let's see. I see it right there. There it is at 12 o'clock. Right there in front of us. There's our runway. All right, so we lined up, and I think this is where we hit the ILS. Yep, and we hit the glide slope as well right here too. Yep. There she goes. There she goes. Engines is throttling down. Flaps are coming down. Nose is starting to come up. Gears down. There's our runway right there at 12 o'clock. Right around here is when I think Aviation Kid got sick when I turned off the when I turned off the autopilot and I manually took it. I think that's when it got your stomach. That's right about it here, man. Let's see. Yeah, coming up is when I shut it down. Like, okay, so I lined up there and I started pulling up. And you'll see it get wobbly when I shut it down. Oh, look at the shadow. Nice shadow casting. Oh, there you go. There's the wobble. That's when I took it over manual right there. Okay. Ooh, she bounced a little bit. My reverse come on? Yeah, reverse are on. Okay. Okay, cool. Good deal. I wanna yeah, you noticed that, huh? You noticed that, Joshiana? There was some houses on a 6-lane road. Oh my gosh, yeah. Scenery isn't perfect, but it's not bad. I mean, this is just something I just grabbed off of XPlane.org. Let's rewind. I want to look at the approach from one more angle, right at the runway here. So let me just take it just right at the runway here, and I want to look at some the tower approach and right about in here. Okay. All right, so let's look at this for. Look at her. She likes she's coming in pretty fast too, doesn't she? Okay, bring her down, bring her down, bring her down. Touchdown, boom, boom, boom. Good. And there's the reverse came on. Air brakes came up. And let's check out one more scene, folks, from the tower, and then we'll go from there. So let's look at the tower view. We'll play here. Let's look at the tower view here, folks. And then there we go. There's our tower view. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Joshy. It can take a hell of a hit, man, as far as that landing and be okay. I was like almost right on a marker on that landing too. You saw that? I was like almost right there. It's a good look, folks. Scenery's not bad. Scenery's not bad. It's definitely a freeware. I got it off of XPlane.org and just updated it, and so I can't complain. It has a lot of buildings, but we don't want buildings in the middle of the street. But but it's still not bad. Well, folks, that concludes this stream. This was fun. This was enjoyable. I tell you, the pressure was on bringing this one in. We brought it in successfully. A good flight from Dallas Fort Worth to Mexico City. Thanks for Joshy, Aviation Kid, and everyone else who joined. This was a great flight. A lot of fun here. Hey, Aviation Kid, I hope you feel better after this one, after this landing. So, anyhow, folks, listen, we're gonna go ahead and depart from here. But anyhow, listen, safe flying and keep it up, folks. Stand by for the next stream. Those as well too. Please like and subscribe, and we'll continue forward. Thanks, and everyone have a good one. Bye bye.